Thank you very much for waiting. It is now time to start the Fujitsu and AMD Advanced Micro Devices Inc. joint press conference on strategic partnership in AI and HPC. Thank you very much for participating today out of your busy schedules. We have with us today from Fujitsu Limited, Corporate Executive Officer, Corporate Vice President, CTO, CPO, System Platform, Vivek Mahajan. And from Advanced Micro Devices Inc. AMD, we have Executive Vice President and Chief Commercial Officer, Mr. Phil Guido. As for the proceedings today, first we will hold a signing ceremony of a Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, and photo session, after which there will be a presentation by Fujitsu CTO Vivek Mahajan and AMD EVP Mr. Phil Guido for about 20 minutes, followed by a Q&A session for about 30 minutes. We scheduled to end this session at around 11 o'clock Japan time. I will serve as moderator. I am Kuwahara from Investor Relations.
Now let us begin the presentation. The first speaker is Vivek Mahajan, the CTO of Fujitsu. Mr. Mahajan, the floor is yours.
Good morning. I would like to explain about Fujitsu's strategy, as well as the partnership that we entered into AMD, the background behind entering into this strategic partnership. Thank you very much for this opportunity. With Phil and myself, we just signed a Memorandum of Understanding, MOU. Please remember that the objective of this MOU is not just technology, but in terms of business, commercialization as well. We want to create business together. The two companies want to cooperate so that we can grow our businesses and enjoy various synergies. Based on this understanding, it's not tactical, but it's a strategic partnership collaboration. And the overview of the collaboration, I hope you are aware of this. The AI market is very active and continuing to grow. Having said that, though, we listen to the voice of our customers and we listen to the voice of stakeholders, and we discover that there's increasing TCO, total cost of ownership, very high TCO for GPU model and AI model. It's very costly to operate them. And AI model is based on transformer model. And without changes here, CPU and GPUs, continuing to use them will be difficult. And there's also electricity charge in the US. There's lots of needs for electricity power. Under such circumstances, hyperscalers, they have infinite budget, but generally speaking, for most companies, many companies have been able to introduce AI to a certain extent, but there's a wall, a barrier to significantly increasing AI usage in terms of power consumption and cost and so forth. And under such circumstances, we have decided to collaborate with AMD to collaborate in AI and computing. Promote open AI and sustainable platform. We want to broadly serve needs of customers, partners, and stakeholders. And we also want to realize a sustainable world so as to meet the needs of increased power demand. And Fujitsu is focusing on Monaka. And if I may introduced later on, we have CPU. And AMD has a GPU, AMD Instinct. These are the technologies that we have from respective companies. And 1 plus 2 should equal more than 2. Both two companies will bring together our best technologies so that we can offer an excellent solution to customers. And the objective of the collaboration is, of course, engineering-related collaboration. We have an ARM-based Monaka processor, and AMD's processor they have as well. And from a few years ago, we've been developing based on ARM, and also ecosystem. Ecosystem is also important in this industry. Last month, we announced that we are collaborating and cooperating with Super Micro. And there's also a business collaboration, expanding use cases. And together with customers, we want to minimize customers' workload. We want to bring together AMD's technology as well as Fujitsu Monaka to minimize a customer workload. And you may have seen this chart before. Once again, I want to mention that last month, as IR activity vis-a-vis investors, we explained about our company's strategy. Basically, there are 3 growth pillars: modernization, advance, and consulting. And there are 5 key technologies supporting these 3 factors. From about 3 years ago, we've been working on these technologies, and they remain unchanged. We are focusing now on AI, but from 3 years ago, we've been sending out the same message: computing to support AI, and there's also converging technology, AI, data and security, as well as network.
Let me briefly introduce what Monaka is. Well, since we first announced Fujitsu Monaka, our objective has remained the same. For one thing, this is a made-in-Japan processor. Of course, the foundry is TSMC. At this point, 2-nanometer technology is only used in this Monaka, and that is only capable by TSMC. But all the other components are made in Japan. There's confidential computing as well. The aim is high performance and low power consumption. This is a crucial point. We have been allocating a lot of cost in order to reduce the power consumed by the CPU. And that will create a lot of impact on the cost. And also, another feature is secure and reliable. Confidential computing is going to be critical going forward. At a hardware level, our processor will guarantee confidential computing. That means even for defense, this will be useful for many applications. Next is open architecture. We have a dedicated proprietary software stack. That is not the case. This is also true for network, but if you want to introduce open architecture, you should think about using Fujitsu. That's what we always say to our clients. Fujitsu cannot offer any added value in other areas already covered by competitors, but we are making tremendous amount of investment into creating open architecture. So we encourage you to think about working with Fujitsu. So as I said, 2-nanometer technology is used for the first time. And from many years ago, we have pivoted ourselves to this direction. We try to think out of the box. We released Fugaku. That is one of our history. And I'd like to go into the details. So there are 288 cores, dual sockets of 144 core. And as I mentioned earlier, Fujitsu designs and develops in Kawasaki to create this processor. We have 24 channels. and PCIe 6.0 is supported. We will be testing with AMD to confirm the performance, and we will do a full production performance in 2 years. So as Fujitsu in the AI industry to the clients in the industry, we would like to offer many excellent options in terms of hardware, software, and solution. We have the 3 axes. Of course, these axes will be the same for the partnership with AMD. FP16, FP8, NT8. We will be supporting these elements as well as the open architecture, as I mentioned, and then Gen AI, everything. Of course, GPU, but 8 billion parameter LLM, small-scale LLM. If our client wants to introduce private LLM, this will be perfect. And this is a low voltage and unified acceleration, inclusive of unified acceleration. We would like to create innovation in this AI industry with the CPU and GPU. AI, HPC, and AI technology. We have a long track record, and we're proud of our HPC business. In AI, we have inference and training, and AMD, obviously, well, other companies do offer training, but from our perspective, AMD has excellent AI learning technology. CPU, ARM, and AMD's GPU training, and computing plus inference will be capable. So we will be creating stronger synergy between CPU and GPU so that the customer can reduce the TCO as well as achieve low power consumption. Next, I'd like to hand over to Mr. Guido for explanation from AMD. Thank you, Mr. Mahajan.
Next, from AMD, Mr. Phil Guido, Executive Vice President. Please start your presentation. Please feel free to use simultaneous interpretation receivers to listen to interpretation into Japanese. Mr. Guido, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Konnichiwa. Thank you. It's an honor to be here, and we are very excited and honored for the announcement with Fujitsu and AMD. What I thought I would do is share a little bit about the history of AMD, some of our technology, and the importance of the partnership that we've announced today. A little bit about AMD. It's committed to developing high-performance and adaptive computing technologies. You know, we've been on this journey for quite some time. This year, AMD celebrated its 55th year anniversary, starting in the 1960s, and then as it has evolved, the technology over time to where we are today. What we're talking about is how do we leverage Fujitsu's technologies coupled with AMD's GPUs to really bring one-in-one to a more solution sustainable for the future. Again, about AMD, we have over 26,000 employees. About 33% of the servers are powered by AMD. 10 out of 10 hyperscalers use our technology, and we have been #1 in supercomputing. We feel that this partnership together, we bring over $6 billion in research and development, and leveraging Fujitsu's research and development together, we bring the power of this partnership together in the marketplace. One of the things that is unique about AMD is we have a very comprehensive portfolio. If you think about what we've done with our EPYC, we just announced our 5th generation Turin earlier this quarter. And then we have our Instinct product, what we announced in December of last year. And then we have our Passando product line in the networking. and our third generation AMD Ryzen, which is on the client side with our AI PC. And so you can see we have a complete range of products and solutions for high performance adaptive computing and to allow our customers to tackle some of the largest challenges that they're doing. Additionally, we feel like Fujitsu, we need to have an open architecture that allows innovation and flexibility for partnerships in a broad ecosystem, especially around the AI world. Now, with our GPUs, we launched in December of 2023. We began shipping. Then what we also wanted to do is show our innovation with our technological roadmap. And so we've demonstrated what we have in 2023, 2024, 2025, and 2026. And so since the launch of our product this year, we started out with a forecast of $2 billion, and recently we announced in our earnings of $5 billion, showing a very strong ramp of the product. We're using world-class industry standards and helping customers solve their solutions in the AI world. Here's where the partnership with Fujitsu becomes powerful, leveraging what they're doing with the CPU coupled with our GPU, again, bringing sustainable, innovative solutions to the market for the Japanese market and for the world. One of the key foundations of our capability is our open software, which we call ROCm. It supports the AI innovation, it's open software and an ecosystem. And so when you think about the AI models, the algorithms, what we're doing with PyTorch, JAX, you start to see the work that we're doing, and then the libraries, the compilers, and the runtimes that we bring this all to life. One of the core things is, again, this open architecture, this open ecosystem that drives this innovation, that gives customers not only flexibility, but choice. And innovation brings greater competition, that brings more comprehensive solutions to the marketplace. Recently, we announced an acquisition called Silo out of Finland. And here we have some comprehensive tools and models to help drive some innovation, what we're doing there. These become important because these solutions, these capabilities allow customers to advance their AI. So not only we're looking at what we do from research and development, we're looking at how do we bring some of the best technology and through some of the acquisitions that we've made. And we see then how we could partner with Fujitsu to bring these technologies, bring these solutions to our customers. Now, the MOU agreement that we signed today with Fujitsu and AMD really brings the best of both our companies together to enhance the open source, energy efficient, again, energy efficient AI and high performance computing platforms. You know, Vivek mentioned, you know, the cost of energy to power these. We think that being sustainable in our solutions really helps customers in their data centers. Because if you look about one of the things that we're learning about the advancement of AI, it's about data center space, it's about power. And what we could bring together is help solve some of those challenges and help customers solve some of their biggest problems by leveraging AI, generative AI capabilities. So these platforms are going to be powered between Fujitsu and AMD with sustainability and energy efficiency at the core design. Let me summarize. Together, Fujitsu and AMD are really going to be bringing leading edge technology from both our companies, again, from an open ecosystem, open source, sustainable AI ecosystem. It's very exciting what we have planned and the work that we're going to go do together and the partnership. Again, leveraging Fujitsu's critical systems coupled with AMD, bringing these solutions. And then when you look at how we're going to work together, it really then kind of brings us all together where we feel that we're going to have our goal around sustainable AI. These platforms, we talked about Fujitsu, Monica, and the CPUs, and the work that we'll do till 2027. But again, it's been an honor and a privilege to work with Vivek and the Fujitsu team. We're excited about the partnership, and we appreciate the opportunity to be here today with you. Thank you.